Say what you want about Ian Garry, but he can fight. He stuck to a game plan, executed a game plan against Carlos Prates over the weekend, winning a unanimous decision. Fought the first 3 rounds perfectly, getting in and out of range perfectly, hitting and not getting hit, sporadically going for some takedown attempts and keeping Prates guessing. Prates couldn't get anything going until like 18 minutes into the fight. Fought brilliantly in the 5th round, needed a stoppage, almost got it and pulled off an amazing comeback, but Garry survived, won a decision. We questioned how Prates might do in the championship rounds, but he fared well, and now Garry has aspirations of a title shot.
What's up, everyone? We just did it again. 25 days notice against one of the most dangerous guys in the division. And guess what? Next week, I'm flying to Canada. I fly to Canada on the backup for that world title fight, and if anybody slips up, you best believe there's a world title coming back home to Dublin, Ireland, and Brazil, baby. I love you. Thank you for your love, your support. Let's do this one more time. I'm one of the baddest men in the world, and there ain't no one stopping me reaching my dreams. Love you all. Have a great night. I fucking am.
Again, say what you want about Garry, but the guy is game. He's willing to take short notice fights against anyone. Shavkat Rakhmonov, Carlos Prates, and now JDM or Bilal.
Ian announced himself as the official backup for your welterweight title fight in Montreal. Is that official? Did he just announce that himself?
It's official.
Oh.
Yeah.
Carlos Prates says, unfortunately, I couldn't end the fight, and that wasn't enough. Sorry, family, I'll come back stronger.
What happened in that 5th round when he did?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at that. I have no idea. I think he caught me with something. I jumped on a leg, and he defended well, and we ended up in a scramble, but I have no idea. That's just...
Did you lose your bearings at that point?
No. I knew exactly where I was. I knew I was completely present. There was one thing going through my head. Do not stop. Keep moving, keep going, because it's hard to hit someone who keeps moving, and you have to readjust, just like on the feet. I say this to everyone when I tell them, when I teach at home and when I teach around the world to my friends, the second you stop, it only gets worse. And it's hard in that moment. It's hard in that moment to push you, and you've got a man on top of you who hits like a truck coming down on you. You just got to keep going and know that everything will figure itself out. But
Zang Mingyang picked up the TKO victory over Anthony Smith in the 1st round of the weekend, and now he wants Jiri Prochazka.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anthony Smith. Thank you, Kansas City. Jiri, you are next.
From a rankings perspective, it would make no sense to do this fight because Zhang is going to just enter the rankings on Tuesday in number 15 position and Jiri is ranked number 2. But it'd be a very entertaining fight, so I'm kind of down to see it. Like, both guys going to throw leather till one guy drops and gets stopped. So for the sake of entertainment, just forego the rankings, just do the fight. The division needs new contenders. If Jiri wins, it's going to be an exciting KO. If Zhang wins, it's going to be an exciting KO, and a new contender emerges in a division that needs contenders. At 205 on the horizon, there's a lot of rematches and trilogies. They need new guys in the mix, so I'm down to see Zhang versus Jiri. Zhang has 19 wins, all 19 first-round KOs. That's fucking crazy. 19 for 19 first-round KOs. That's a ridiculous record. Anthony Smith retired after the fight, 60th fight in MMA, his final one. MMA is a cruel game. You know, he works for the UFC. He will continue to work for the UFC, but he was brought into this fight to get knocked the fuck out by Zhang and have a new star built off his name, and that's exactly what happened. But nonetheless, great career for Anthony Smith. 60 fights, made it all the way to a world title fight, and best of luck in the future. Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis will happen according to Dana White, but it's not going to happen UFC 317, June 28th, International Fight Week.
There was rumors that it was going to be Khamzat DDP. Turns out that doesn't look like it's true. There's now rumors it's going to be Ilya Topuria versus Islam. Is that
Well, we all know that fight's happening. The du Plessis versus Khamzat fight. It's happening. It's just not happening in International Fight Week. That fight's done.
There's going to be 2 sets of rankings coming up in the UFC, AI and human. So Dana White's going to have to rely on both of them.
Fights, production, matchmaking moving forward. Will you guys lean on one ranking more than the other? Like for graphics, will the AI rankings be the ones that you guys focus on? Or
Listen, I'm not delusional and think that the AI thing is going to solve all the problems. That's why we'll have 2 sets of rankings. We'll have AI and human. So I don't know. We got to see how it goes.
It's interesting how the final sequence between Randy Brown and Nicholas Dalby over the weekend was virtually identical to how Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje ended in their famous knockout, including the final face plant.
Friend of mine, you recently got a person released from a Russian prison. Could you speak on what happened there? What your role in that?
So when we had the fight in Australia, in Sydney, I got a call from a friend of mine and asked if he could come by my hotel room and talk to me, and I said, of course. And he came by and told me the story, and then asked if I would go to the president, because I guess they had been working for like a year with the old administration trying to get it released and couldn't get it done. So they asked if I would talk to Trump. So I said, of course. So I called him, and he said, yeah, let me see what I can do. And literally in 3 weeks, he had her out. And it's crazy you asked me that question now, because nobody's even asked me about that. But she FaceTimed me like 2 days ago. What an incredible, sweet, positive human being she is. And yeah, President Trump and Putin, give them both credit for getting her out.
Just be smart, just leans on you. And that you can't replicate that. You be proud of yourself. You've done fucking amazing. Just gonna blow you away in 5 rounds. Is that what he thought? That's what he thought. Is that what people thought? No, people thought you was just coming up and it was just for money. He's just showing you fought your bollocks off non-stop.
How unbelievable. Time. How unbelievable is that?
One of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. You haven't stopped. Yeah. One of the best fights I've ever seen. You did not stop. And you didn't stop trying, and you didn't stop just being proud of yourself. I know it's easy for me to say, but I'm telling you, I'm beating you on, I know. Keep these people closer, that's what I mean.
Tito Ortiz forgets how to count past 88.
87, we moved to back to Huntington Beach.
Okay.
And then I did my junior high school, 87, 88, and 87, 88, and then 89, I started my freshman year in high school.
Saidikub Kakramanov on protest says you can't smoke weed, cigarettes, consume alcohol, and expect to become a world champ. You might win a few fights, but reaching the top requires discipline, sacrifices, missing birthdays and weddings and holidays while constantly growing. That's what makes a champion. Good job, Ian. Yeah, you know, I don't know if any of those things that Protez done is why he lost. Ian just happened to be the better fighter. If he didn't consume all those things, I don't know if he would have won anyways, but you never know.
Shroom Bar is built for fighters. Every bar has 4 functional mushrooms. Cordyceps will boost your energy and endurance, so your opponent gasses out first. Lion's Mane keeps you focused and clear, so you can worry about what actually matters. Reishi reduces stress and keeps you calm. And Turkey Tail boosts your immune system, which I know y'all need because you're on those nasty-ass gym mats.